Hi everyone, it's Meridy. I am back today with our 6th process video using the Sunny Escapes kits today. And today I'm going to scrapbook 3 pictures of my son doing a rock climbing wall. We were actually on vacation when he did this, and the pictures were just really cute. And I think that they match this kit well. So I have 3 3x4 pictures there. And of course I have all my little goodies here. I've got my stamp sets, my color swatch there, my little pretend journaling strips so I can show you where I plan on putting my journaling eventually. I've got my sequin and pearl mix, a bunch of those things. I pulled out a few pieces of embellishments that I would love to use. Exploring, adventurous, work hard to travel harder. I don't care for the picture in there with my pictures, but I think I can cut that out and use it. Maybe I'll make a little shaker out of it. That might be a good idea. So, little geotag, a few more little bits and pieces, so much out there, a little ticket from my subscriber freebie. Small steps. He was not very high up on this rock wall, and he has a very hard time on rock walls, so even though he only got a few feet off the ground, it was kind of a big deal. My geotag, my hearts, my stars, those little things are all in here too. I'm just gonna dump them out. Okay, so I want to use some of these maybe as part of the title or subtitle, exploring new adventures, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll put like exploring a rock wall or climbing and exploring or something. I'm not sure. So I've got those. So I'm ready to use them. I've got my trim here. I've got some scraps left so far from what I've made this month. These 2 green pieces of paper came from my stash. Put them up to the side in case I need cardstock. I have this stamp paper with the little arrows on the back. I have this like plaid grid type paper with all of these cut aparts on the back, but I really think I'm gonna stick with this side of this paper. And then I've got all these great, I really like this go. Oh, I can put go exploring or go on adventures. I want to really use that for part of my title and some of these other little things since we're on vacation, and I've hardly used any of those so far, so they will look good. And then of course I have all of these stickers as well. So let's see. I think it might be kind of cool. I'm gonna cut my branding strip off here. I'm gonna get a white sheet of paper for the background of this layout. Okay, and I think it might look kind of cool to make these pictures. I normally would put them across the middle like this, but they're the perfect size to stack 3 on top of one another. And I think that's a good vibe for a rock climbing wall. I'm gonna trim off a little. So I can totally take a cue from my pictures when I'm planning how to lay them out. And do it like up and down, like climbing up the wall. Okay. Now I might want to trim a little off each picture so that it has a little white border between each one. I think that will look nice. I don't know which side of the layout. I always lean towards this side, so I'm gonna do it on this side just for a little change. Okay, and then I can even put a little strip of this stamp paper on there. I'm gonna cut a strip of this off so it's ready for me to use. I'm just cutting it the width of 1 set of stamps. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and cut 2. That way I've got two different color schemes going on there. That one has more orange and this one has more green. And I'm not sure if I'll use one or both or what right now. I probably don't need the airplane paper. I don't need that side. I really would like to use some of this. So with all of these goodies that I have here and this orange title, kind of like, I know how to tell. Let me see what, do the stickers go better with that color? I kind of like the orange stickers. Or the orange, oh my gosh, the orange stamps on there. So I probably won't use a lot of those. And then let's see, do I simply just want to line that up there? I think I need to cut a few strips of this paper apart. I'm gonna go ahead and cut 3 inches off of the side. I might need more in a minute, but it's easier for me to move it around when it's cut into a small piece like that. I don't think I need this monstera leaf. I don't want to use that right now. I could use this if I need a little bit of an orange in there. Let's see. And I'm not too sure, maybe I want this to go the other way. I think it's just too much when I add 2 strips of this. I'm just seeing different ways I can do this on my page. There are so many different configurations that you can go with. I think I just need to pick one and stick with it. I'm trying to figure out which is the least cluttered. I think I'm leaning towards this side is, I'm gonna keep like that. Let's see what happens when I put some of these. Oh, I like that. I don't want them both to be sideways. I like that adventure's right there. I want to put let's go exploring, and I have the go right here, and I can spell the word let's with that. I think I want to use some of this green here and another little piece on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut this in half all the way down. And I think I can slide a little right there. It's kind of hard when I don't have anything adhered. It all wants to really move around. I wonder if I need a piece. I'm gonna try cutting this in half one more time. Okay, and I might need to pick up a little of this orange, maybe on the other side or something. So what I am gonna do, and do I want these spaced apart? I don't want these spaced apart with a white border because it's just too many little lines. It's starting to get real distracting. So I'm gonna keep these not matted, just butted right up against each other. I'm gonna adhere down the background paper how I have it right here, and then come back to make embellishment clusters and whatnot. So I will be right back. All right, so I've got all the back of my layout down, and we'll see what happens with this. So I'm going to cut the word go out of here Actually, I'm not. I'm just gonna pop it up on foam tape. So that way I can move it around in case I don't want to leave it right there. Like maybe I need to adjust it. This way I can move it around without having to worry about it sticking on the back of my layout. And I'm gonna get the word let's for let's go exploring set up on my ruler so that I can move it around and see where it's going to go as well. Okay, and maybe I'll take this let's and put it sideways so it can kind of mimic this word adventures that's going sideways. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this. Okay, let me get some of these other things on here. I think I am going to turn this into a shaker. And in order to do that, all I'm going to do is simply take an X-Acto knife and trim out the picture that's in here. Okay, I trimmed out the middle of this, and I'm gonna get a little piece of acetate and cut it down to size and adhere that right onto this so it creates like a little window in there. I'm just going to use my adhesive to stick it on. Okay, so now I've got like this little frame with a little window inside of it. I'm going to line all around this back area with foam adhesive, and I'm going to make sure not to leave any gaps between each piece of adhesive because that's where the sequins can fall out. So I'm just going to cut this into skinny little pieces and line all the way around there. Okay, now I need to decide what color paper I want to set behind it, and I think I want to use this. It's just kind of, maybe that's too much because I'm gonna have all these sequins in it too. I should put a little yellow in there. That might look nice. And it's cute. It's got little geotags on it. So I'm just gonna cut. Okay, and then next, just gonna scrape a few of those in there. And then this part, you have to be real careful when you're taking the back of these tapes off that you don't pop the whole thing up because the sequins will come flying out and then they will stick on the tape and then it will just be a huge mess. So just be super careful when you're removing these adhesive strips. And then once you've got all those off, you can come in and lay down your backing and your little shaker is ready to go. Okay, let's get some more of these goodies on this page. Let me see. Let's go exploring. So much out there. Would be cute under there. Trying to debate where I want this little ticket. Small steps. And a geotag. Got a couple geotags here. Oh, that one looks very cute in the middle. I've got some stars. I didn't use all these hearts on an earlier layout that I thought I was going to use them all. So I just kind of threw them in here, but I don't need to use them. It's just if I want to. One down there. I like the little orange heart in there. Uh-oh. And I don't need all of those. I think this little tag could look cute in here. Inspired. I like this. I'll put it up on foam tape somewhere. That way I can kind of move it around. Okay, I think I'm going to start adhering things down where I've got them so I can come in and slide some more of these embellishments on there. So I will go off camera and get everything adhered where I've got it, and I will be right back. Okay, I think I want to put a couple more stickers on here. I'm not sure how. Nope, that's too much. I love this Explore Your World. Oh, I forgot to adhere those down. I think I'll put it right in here. I didn't adhere this down yet because I'm not sure if I want to put a little bit of a stamped image or something behind it. Let's see what other stamps I have over here. I kind of wanted to use maybe this sketchy circle stamp in a couple places, but I really wish I would have thought of it before I adhered so much down to this layout, because I think it would look nice in a couple of places. Like even under this word Adventures. Okay, I'm gonna pick up this word Adventures and try to stamp under there. I'm also gonna try to stamp it right over here and maybe down here. Now my problem is what color. I think I want to use black. I've got a little black in here, and there's black in my pictures, and I think the black will really pop. So I'm going to do the first stamp right here on camera, so you can see what I'm doing. But after that, I think I'm going to go off camera because I'm going to have to peel this up to try to stamp under it. And I want this peeled up a little too, because I want my stamp to go right underneath there. So I just want to get everything laid out where it goes so I can see what I'm doing. Well, I made a mess of that. I didn't stamp a very good image. Well, thankfully, most of that is covered up. I'm gonna stamp another one because I almost covered it up too much. Okay, now you can somewhat see what it's meant to be. I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this down because that is gonna stay there. I'm not a super huge fan of that first stamped image that I made, but that's just how it is. So I'm gonna go off camera and get this one up, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Well, I added a couple more stamps. I kind of want to add some splatter stamps, but this page is already starting to get pretty full and busy. So I don't know if I should do that. Let's just kind of see what it looks like when I put my journaling block into place. There just might be enough on here that I don't need to add any more things. So I probably will journal in this area just so it kind of just flows down the side of my page over here. And honestly, I think it's pretty good. I'm going to do some little scribbles on this white side just to kind of coordinate with these circles, because there's the little scribbles on the circles. And then I think I'm going to call this page done. So if you were inspired today by my layout, whether it was, if it was to recreate this layout exactly how I did with this kit, or maybe you've just got supplies in your stash and you want to recreate this layout with your own supplies, we would love to see it on our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook group. And I will link that in the description of this video. If you like my process videos, you might want to subscribe to me here on YouTube. I try to put up about 8 process videos a month using our current month's kit. If you love our kits at Not Just for Boys, you may want to subscribe to our kit club, and then that way you can get a kit automatically delivered every month, and I will work my way through the kit on YouTube, and you can follow along and use up your kit instead of just collecting them. If you can also just go to our website and shop directly from the website. You don't have to subscribe in order to pick up a kit. Let's see. There are still a few of these kits left when I'm filming this, which is, so I'm pretty sure that there will still be a few of these kits left by the time that you're watching this. So I will link those in the description as well. Other than that, guys, have a great day, and I will see you back in a couple of days with my 7th process video using our Sunny Escapes kit. Thanks. Bye.